I'm on a Stories of the Moon kick, and I wanted to share another one, and that is Lemuria. I'm working on a presentation on Lemuria with Grant Davis, and that will be coming up soon. I'll notify you. But I was talking before about the moon leaving the Earth, and I want to talk now about when the moon was within the Earth and what happened to new life forms, and when the moon was outside the Earth and what happens to new life forms. So, when the moon was within the Earth, the Earth itself, this molten, watery, muddy mass with the moon within it, was able to create life forms without any other intervention. It was just life would create and come up and spring out as plants, as animals, as beings, as bodies for humans. So the earth was able to, out of its own forces with the moon within it, it was a potent force of creating life. Now, so you can imagine these forms coming up out of this substance of the earth, being shaped by finer spirit beings who are using their forces to work within these substances and shape new life forms and draw them out. When the moon leaves, the force of fructifying went out with it. So that force had to come in from without. And what that did was divide animals and humans into two sexes so that the moon forces could work into the earth within the female, and the male would carry uh, rather the solar forces or the earth sun forces, and the female is holding those lunar formative creative forces. So the female body gets rounded and does the same thing that the earth did when the moon was separated out and created and then moved through and given an independent life. So that the moon, after leaving the earth, the result was moon forces coming within from the outside was splitting into two sexedness and needing to have a duality in order to create a third. The other thing that happened when the moon left and the splitting into sexes, each half had then these leftover forces. It used to be a unity, and then it was only half of that. And the other half went into thinking. So we developed the ability to form thoughts at the same time as we developed the ability to co-create or to, yes, to create new life forms as with the interaction of male and female. Each half had then the ability to use the leftover forces to form thoughts, the thinking mental capacity. So before that, we were intuitive, more than the animals are intuitive, because we were listening to and having a direct connection to higher spiritual beings and aware of them moving and working through us. But with that removal of the moon and this more coming in from the outside, we developed more of a closed off self and aware of our own thinking, and unfortunately a little less aware of the spirit beings around us. And we did lose some of our own forces of interacting and being able to control the forces of nature around us. But you always have to give something up to get something, right? So that's a little story of what happened when the moon left. that we and the animals developed two-sexedness and a different way of procreating. So that's my little moon story. Look below for links to my appearances on the Typical Skeptic podcast and Chicago branch. Thank you.